spooky friends. I hope you like my Christmas setup. I am a little bit into the Christmas season, as some of you already know. I have come out as a Christmas person. So I'm about to get my elf on, but before I do, I asked you guys what questions you have on TikTok, and you guys delivered really great questions. So thank you, Bree, for saying, subscribe to Catherine's YouTube channel, or else. That was funny. Nothing will happen to you, but seriously, you should subscribe if you haven't already. Vincent Von Bro, which I know is Dakota, has asked, have you ever woken up and seen multiple spirits standing around your bed? And also, why do you think that they're doing that? So in my experience, when there's multiple spirits around my bed, it's generally my ancestors. They're coming to warn me of something, tell me of something. It doesn't always have to be ancestors. It can just be spirits that are around you. For them to congregate, it's either they're trying to tell you a message. Usually if they're malevolent, they're trying to get you to go away. It's up to you to decide whether they are good or bad, and you can simply ask them to leave or just kind of ignore them and they'll go away. Van Dan Patel 501 asks me to make a video about the Screaming Tunnels. The reason why I haven't done that yet is because I'm actually going to go to the Screaming Tunnels once lockdown is over. As you know, it's COVID-19 this year. We are currently in a lockdown. We're not supposed to leave our immediate city or visit households outside of our own. So I'm kind of stuck. I might have to go back to the cemeteries to do a little bit more investigating, which I said I would do anyways. But the Screaming Tunnels will be coming up. I just don't know what that's going to look like. Sorry. Austin Jordan 1 asked, what are my thoughts on Skinwalkers? So I've been very hesitant to speak about them. Even the word is sort of, you're not supposed to say it. According to the Navajo people, it is a legend involved with some black magic rituals. It's not something that I necessarily feel comfortable talking about, so I'm just going to avoid. You can go to other creators who are more comfortable talking about it, but out of respect for our Indigenous First Nations people's legends, I'm just not going to continue talking about it, and that'll be my quirk from going forward. I have enough, but I'll add that one. Brianna Jo Colazzo says, I have a strange thing that's been hanging around my house and disappears in the light. Help. So if there's something very odd going on, the more attention you pay to it, the more attention it likes, so it'll try to get more. You can do simple cleansing rituals such as putting salt around your home, but cleansing rituals are very much like underwear. It's very personal and it's whatever fits you. So maybe do some research on some cleansing, possibly for your culture or your area. I can kind of help one-on-one with that, but I really like to kind of refer to our cultures because I don't want to piss anybody off. But yeah, just simple meditation of protecting yourself. I do have a meditation video coming out shortly. Meditate to protect yourself and to raise your energy, help with anxiety, help with depression, and so on and so forth. It's very good for your mind, body, and soul to meditate. And I sound like a hippie, but I mean, this is a big deal. Meditation is very important, so it might help to protect you a little bit from this thing that's following you around and playing with. D. Managron asks, how do you get rid of poltergeist that's haunting you? Now, poltergeists are kind of a pain in the ass. I have one who will immediately start kind of doing stuff the more attention I pay to it. It moves Christmas ornaments on my tree. It moves the bows around. There's really not a whole lot you can do kind of right away. It does take time. You do have to kind of let it know your boundaries. I sound like a crazy person. You know, you talk to the air and you're saying, hey, like, don't mess with my dog. You know, you can exist here with me, but don't do these things that you're doing. And they definitely thrive on like startling you. They kind of like think it's funny. So just simply ask them not to do it. Again, meditation is key to protecting yourself against the spirits. Don't get any ideas. What are your thoughts? Oh, sorry. Chepgmail.com asks, hi, what are your thoughts about Dogman or werewolves? So I did a whole YouTube video on werewolves. As we know, like, I'm a werewolf kind of girl. I really like them. I believe that there is some scientific or historical fact in werewolves in history, but I wouldn't say that I believe that werewolves are like Twilight werewolves, you know? Now, Dogman is a completely different ball of wax. So the story of Dogman is that it's this boy that was born and he looked different, and he was teased, taunted, horrified as a child. It caused him to grow up, like, because he looked different, nobody accepted him. It caused him to grow up evil, where he was mutilating animals, and then he moved on to hurting people. And I think the story is more of a legend. It could have some truth in it. I think we all just need to be kind to each other. If it is a spirit, I hope he's moved on, but it's a really, really sad story. I have talked about it, I think, on my TikTok. If not, I will. It's an urban legend about, you know, you shouldn't tease people because they could turn into a monster, for lack of a better term. So those are kind of my thoughts on that, but check out my werewolves video. It'll show you some more information. I have a lot more information. I think I'm G4Y asks, are spirits always there? I feel like I don't have privacy, and I say out loud that I want to be alone now. It's weird, I feel odd showering alone. Spirits are not in the same dimension as we are. They're not aware that we're showering. They're not aware that we're sitting on the toilet. They're not aware of that. Their dimension is completely different. There's no physical need in their realm. So when they're around you, they're not watching you go to the bathroom. They're just there connecting with your energy. That's my dog. It scared me. They're connecting with your energy. They're not... I just noticed the dog is sitting in front of me. That was not my dog. So they're aware of your energy, but they're not like literally watching you do everything you do. They're not understanding that what they're seeing. WX Minor asks, what is the best way to shift worlds? I really want to shift to the avatar world, but I don't know where to start. Meditation is the only way to get that way. I don't think you'll necessarily get into the avatar world, but meditation will help you to see other worlds and see other things. You're not just gonna wake up in another world. It's gonna be temporary, but it'll help you to experience more and get more gratitude from the world you already have. HoneySunny0206 says, where do you think the scariest hotel is? So if you'd have asked me before, I probably would have said the Skirvin or, you know, something along the lines of that. But I've changed my mind. It's the Ancient Ram Inn in England, 100%. I'm actually gonna be putting out a YouTube video. That is definitely one of the most haunted in the world. And you'll see why in that video, so stay tuned. Make sure you follow along for that. And the last question that Frank's Red Hot asks, I saw a woman moving in my mind last night, but she wasn't moving. It was almost like snapshots of her in different positions with her baby. Can you explain? It's possible that it's just imagination kind of running away with you, but it could be a spirit telling you a story, telling you something that is important to them and something that they need to know, or that you need to know, sorry. That's what it probably is. It's probably a woman showing you information about who she was to validate who she was, and maybe she's trying to send you a message. So definitely work on meditation with that one. That's an important one. Another question I get asked a lot is like, why am I not scared when I'm doing paranormal investigations? I'm so focused on the equipment and my surroundings and listening intently to the spirit boxes and trying to gather as much emotional information as possible. That's why I'm not scared. I'm just so focused on other things. I do get scared. St. James Cemetery actually scared me, my investigation that I did there. It was just a very eerie place, and I think I would be scared. My future plans are to go to the Ancient Ram Inn and also to Chillingham Castle. I think I actually would be scared there. I just think that the spirits are so old. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, but I don't get scared because I'm just so focused and I'm so skeptical. You know, like everything is a grain of salt, and I don't realize that things are happening until after the fact. I'm the same way emotionally as I am when it comes to fear, is that I don't react in the moment. I always react after the fact. So you'll see me kind of like take a breath after. We've had some scary moments, but nothing too bad, but yeah. So those are all the questions that I had for today. Thank you guys so much for sending those in. Beautiful questions, loved them. If you do have more, please put them in the comment section down below, or hop on my TikTok and just comment on any video that I have. I read every comment, and even the bad ones. But I thank you guys again so much. Thank you guys for following me. We're currently at 95,000 community members on TikTok, which is amazing. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for being here. And to all my new YouTube subscribers, thank you. Welcome to the family. We're not a cult, we're all just easily led. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one, the Ancient Ram.